Sexy, sultry, passionate. Stylish and sophisticated. Just a little bit wild and dangerous. Bienvenidos a Buenos Aires.
Another example of Sicilian crafts are these intricate puppets. Now, they may look like tacky souvenirs, but these marionettes are an integral part of the island's cultural identity. And look, cards from the binary.
This town is one of the loveliest I've ever visited, full of winding alleys lined with these stunning Baroque buildings.
Well, I could be wandering the streets all day, but this is the reason I've come to Syracuse. The marionettes are the major props in the Opera dei Pupi, a Sicilian form of entertainment that's been around for centuries. And this lovely little workshop is where they're all made. So what's really cool is they make two sizes of the puppets, a bigger one and a smaller one. So the bigger one goes at the front of the stage and the smaller one at the back to give a false perspective. Ah, wow, that's unbelievable. So that's the puppet's face that's just come out of the mold. Very nice. These puppets are so intricate. Look, now he's putting the gauntlet on the hand. And all these rivets are done by hand, handmade. Look at that. It's so small.
Next door to the workshop is this gorgeous little puppet theatre where you can watch daily performances. The roots of the Opera dei Pupi stretch back to at least the 15th century.
Right then, I really need to buy one of these puppets, or should I say poopies? Okay, so which one shall I get? Who's the main character? Not Ronaldo. Orlando, that was it. All right, one of Orlando. Yeah, fantastic. I've got an Orlando. Love it. This is the Scala di Santa Maria del Monte, a 142-step monumental staircase built in 1608. Now, if you look closely, you'll see that every step is decorated with different handmade tiles based on the city's 1,000-year ceramic tradition. Now, I heard that this particular ceramic shop is owned by a very famous artist.
Pottery has been made for over 5,000 years, and the reason for that is the local clay, which is the best for pot making in the whole of Italy. Many of the more traditional pieces here show the strong Arab influences still obvious on the island.
A lot of these ceramics have meanings that aren't quite obvious at first sight, and they're based on Greek mythology. For example, these pieces right here represent the goddess Athena, apparently in owl form. I think I'm going to take one of these for my espresso.
This shop is owned by a rather reclusive and Dali-esque artist called Alessi. I'm trying to get to see his private works.
Sì, sì, certo.
And I think I'm in luck.
I have no idea where I've been taken to here. I'm going through the back streets of Caltagirone to somewhere in the suburbs. Who knows? But I'm pretty excited.
Ciao, buongiorno. Ciao, io sono Giacomo.
Piacere, nice to
Molto
meet
lieto.
you. Grazie.
Devo fare io.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, there's more. That is incredible.
Vieni, vieni. Le mie isole.
Fantastic. What a room. Good job. Good work.
Grazie.
Alessi is one of Italy's most successful ceramic artists. His work celebrates the glorious past of Sicilian ceramics. He's agreed to show me his private collection, which he only shows to a few privileged friends. He's exhibited his work at the Venice Biennale and was made a Knight of the Italian Republic in 2007. His ceramics are about myths, wars, poetry, legends, Sicilian traditions and proverbs, human virtues, vices, and hypocrisy.
You have all these different religions that are represented with the different minarets and domes. You've got Jewish, Islam, Christian, Orthodox, all living in harmony in the Mediterranean. And that's what it's representing. Very good.
That the grand entertainment rooms like this one in Osterley look exactly as they did back then, because after the ball, Vane country houses closed their rooms, and all the sculptures and the paintings and all the priceless furniture was put away until the next big soiree. Anyway, enough of that. Let's bustle along to the dining room, where the dinner banquet awaits. The guest is deliberately taken on a journey along appointed rooms, and they're all designed to draw the eye, feast the senses, and elicit gasps of jaw-dropping admiration. Nothing is accidental. Where are you guys from? ¿De dónde son ustedes?
Somos paraguayos.
Oh, from Paraguay!
Ciudad del Este, Paraguay.
Oh, from Ciudad del Este. And so you came to see the stadium? ¿Viniste para ver el estadio?
Sí. Fanático de Boca también.
Oh, you're fanatics of Boca. Oh, of course. Okay.
Boca Juniors.
Football, tango, the locals are certainly skilled in fancy footwork. And since I'm not so hot on the pitch, I think it's time to get out my dancing shoes. Well, I had to do it. You can't come to Buenos Aires without taking a tango lesson. And my instructor Marcelo here is teaching me the 6 count. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay. Am I doing all right?
Perfect.
Okay. Okay, so I cross.
But when you cross closer.
Like this?
Like this, exactly.
Okay.
It takes a little while to do that every 3 steps backwards and cross.
Ah, I'm getting it. You see? There you go.
With these 2 steps, these are the basic steps to the whole thing.
Oh, I like the cross. It's very good. But originally, tango was danced with 2 men. It wasn't man and woman.
Right. Basically, the men would wait in the brothels for the women, and they started playing music in these halls.
Yeah.
They had nothing else to do, so they started dancing. Starting in the brothels like that, it's an extremely sexual dance, and it was somewhat forbidden. You know, they weren't allowed to really do it, you know, in clubs and stuff like that.
But tango, in the end, it's all about passion and love and fiery kind of...
Right, I mean, it's Buenos Aires in a nutshell.
Ah.
It's a time machine. It transports you to another era where, you know, men walked around with roses and handed them to women, and it's a vertical love is really what it is. It's an amazing transfer of energy that feeds my soul.
Am I feeding your soul now, Marcelo?
More than you know. We should try it from a close embrace now because this is really...
Okay. People just dance with, like, one time with this person and then they move on to the next person?
Right.
Wow, it's quite a close connection to have with someone for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So how can I get a guy then to dance with me at a milonga?
Well, here it's different than in the United States, where in the United States you could just go up and ask someone to dance. Here it's way more eye contact.
So how do I have to look for, you know, to give the sign that I want to dance with them?
Basically like you're undressing them with your eyes.
Oh.
You have to break into them.
Okay. Is that right?
Right there.
And then I go forward.
Right, exactly.
Yay!
And then
I'm dancing tango! Ooh. Have I passed the test?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, time to put my tango skills to the test. Well, I wasn't expecting this at all. Super casual, everyone's really cool, young,
trendy. Everyone's dancing with the band. It's really, really great. So I'm going to try and get someone to dance with me, so I'll have to do the eyes. But no one's going to be dancing with me with you in front of me, so go away. Go, shoot.
Buenos Aires has loads of places to dance the tango, called milongas, where romance and passion await anyone with a burning in their soul and a good pair of heels. I'm checking out one of the trendiest, the Catedral.
I no sé bailar.
Because of its dubious origins, tango was despised by the elite of Buenos Aires for decades. But when its popularity began to soar in Europe and the United States, Argentine high society had to think again. And today, it's without a doubt the city's most beloved dance.
Thank you, gracias. Thank you. My first dance at the milonga. I think I did all right, actually. I was a little bit nervous. I feel like everyone was looking at me, but it was good. I think I'm going to get good at this. Who's next?
You know, you look at this bust here in the church. I mean, many a person walks in and actually says, well, I walk into a church and I do expect to find a statue of Jesus Christ, the Virgin Mary, a saint or two. And sometimes they do wonder why there's a bust of Titus Salt. The story is that it was the people who raised the money and had the bust made. But I don't know, I can't imagine ordinary workers putting money towards a statue when they were on subsistence wages. Yeah. But that's my opinion, and it's not necessarily everybody else's. But he wasn't nobody's fool. He gave nothing away for free. He made sure that people worked for their money, and in working for money, they made a living, and he certainly made a living as well.
Explore the nave and witness how Salt's vanity really bears fruit. Just look at the ceiling. It's embossed with his signature initials, T.S.
T.S., 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 T.S. And maybe Titus did dedicate the church to himself a little bit.
Silver color shining under the sun.
Of course it does. It looks beautiful today. Yes, now I can see why.
Here we are on the Calle de los Suspiros. And it is one of the oldest in the city from 17th century, and along it, beautiful buildings from different times.
Okay, and Calle de los Suspiros, that means Street of Sighs, doesn't it?
That's true. It means Street of Sighs, because this was first street next to soldier headquarters.
The soldier headquarters was over there?
Yes, and because they lived over there, prostitutes used to live here along this only one block street.
Of course. And so it was called Sighs because, obviously.
Obviously.
Okay. Don't even need to go into it. Well, it's been a beautiful day here in the sleepy town of Colonia. I'm ending my day in the most beautiful way, watching the sunset over the Rio de la Plata. They say you can see Buenos Aires right here from Colonia. I can't quite today, it's a little hazy, but so close. Yet I'm telling you, such a world away. This is the barrio of Mataderos, which means slaughterer. And that's because this is where the city's slaughterhouses and stockyards are located. Now, for over a century, ranchers and cowboys have traveled here from across country with their cattle. Now, this used to be a neglected part of town, but that all changed when the Feria de Mataderos came to town.
Every weekend, porteños and cattle ranchers from across the country converge on the barrio of Mataderos
to celebrate the sights, sounds, and tastes of Argentina's gaucho heartland. I'm ready to get stuck in. Well, you can't come to Argentina without having a juicy steak, so this is the food area in the gaucho market, so I'm going to see what they got. And actually, I can smell that barbecue from here. Let's see. Oh, this is it. This is what I want. Look at this meat. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. Hola. Sí, me gustaría vacío. Sí. ¿Cómo se sirve?
Con pan.
¿Con pan?
Sándwich.
Oh, okay. Dale. With beef and leather goods two of the country's biggest exports, Argentina has gained a reputation for producing some of the finest steak on the planet. And over the centuries, Buenos Aires has grown rich by exporting it to the rest of the world, from right here in Mataderos. Oh my gosh, if there was smell-o-vision. It smells so good. Ah, this is it.
Salsa.
This is the typical traditional chimichurri from
Claro,
Argentina.
chimichurri, perejil, ajo,
Garlic,
ajo molido.
parsley,
Claro.
mint.
Sí. Moverlo hasta claro. Muy bueno.
All right, look at this. All right, I'm doing as the gauchos do tonight. Let's try it.
Muy bien.
Died, I'm going to heaven. This is it. I love Buenos Aires. The festival showcases some of the best folk music in the country, but it's the dancing that most people seem to love here, especially the cueco, a traditional courtship dance popular among gaucho cultures across South America. The scarves are used flirtatiously to woo your partner without touching. Oh well, when in Rome.
The world, you have to be prepared to try everything a place has to offer. I'm going to take you on a culinary tour of a region famous for its warriors and its long, long winters. With the climate so extreme, it's developed a totally unique cuisine. I'm in Scandinavia! Satisfying my sweet tooth with a pastry or two and discovering the beauty of open sandwiches. Pork was a particular favourite.
Bad woman. What did you do?
I didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't me that stole the pig.
What pig? The village pig? Did you steal it?
I'm getting a really hard time. I didn't steal the village pig. She probably thinks I stole the village pig because this is what people wore if they committed a crime like stealing food, which they often did because food was scarce. It's really uncomfortable. And what they'd do is they'd parade you around the village in this, which would make your life incredibly difficult. Imagine eating. I mean, it's really uncomfortable. And if you were really bad, they'd make you drag a stone like that around with you. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I didn't steal the pig, by the way. It was nothing to do with me. I promise.
That's why you got punished. No lying. You can walk around now. We will put you over here instead and give you a flogging or whipping until you admit stealing the pig.
I was just wondering if you might let me out. Please?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's really
Let me
uncomfortable.
have a taste of the pig.
Oh, thank you very much. Getting out of here. And it was in the 19th century that 30 families settled here looking for better fishing waters. Only 3 of these families are still smoking herring today, and fisherman Lars Barrylund is a direct descendant from the original settlers. Today, people come from far and wide to buy burned and smoked fish, and it's not difficult to find the place. You just follow the smoke and the incredible smell. Hello. Hello. Lars, nice to meet you. Very spooky in here, isn't it? These are your wonderful herrings.
Yes.
God, they're beautiful things, aren't they? Is it all from the sea out here, locally caught by yourself?
Yes, caught by myself.
Fantastic.
I'm fishing in the nights and smoking in the days.
Look at this! That's incredible! Oh, you must be boiling down here. That is amazing. How long have they been in there?
5 hours.
5 hours? What's this you're actually burning?
I call it spruce, but you say Christmas.
Now, I heard a rumour about something called, is it the sour or rotten herring?
Sour herring?
He says he's smiling.
It's the same.
Because it really is rotten.
Yeah.
How long has this been fermenting for?
6 weeks.
Oh! And you haven't even moved. Where are the herrings there? Are they floating around in that?
They're floating around here. So.
This dubious delicacy dates back to the 16th century, when salt was expensive. Smaller amounts were used for preservation, which resulted in the fish fermenting. Apparently, Lars's recipe is fairly mild, compared to the tin version, which he saved for the sampling.
But we're going outside.
Why?
The taste and the smell.
It's too strong to open inside. Okay.
That's good.
Flies! All the flies are coming. They can smell it. Cut me off a bit. No, not too much. Oh my God, there's flies everywhere. Flies are literally going bonkers. You're not going to give me all that.
What's this for?
Spat it out onto my shoe. Oh my, can I just say that is the most... I ate in Thailand once, I ate rotten egg. That was far worse.
I have taken with me some smoked.
Oh God, quick, let me have it. I'm sure it's going to be nice. I've got the most revolting taste in my... Oh, how can you eat that? It's disgusting. Oh, that's better. 2005?
Yes.
2005? That's a rotten herring.
A rotten herring.
No, that's too strong, isn't it?
Yes, I didn't saw that wrong on me.
That would even feed to a dog. So I won't be having that again, ever. But your herrings, can you pack me up a few to take home? They're delicious, absolutely delicious. Hey, he doesn't look so ugly anymore, does he?
No.
Wow, it looks fantastic. And the prawns.
As you can see, we add the shrimps.
And the dill.
Yes, of course.
The monkfish is so meaty, and the saltiness and the sweetness of the shrimps. Still juicy inside. Simply cooked, fantastic ingredients, no showing off. It's just delicious. Well, it's goodbye to Scandinavia, and I really have had a fantastic time here. I guess I came thinking that the food was going to be really basic, but it's far from that. The people here are incredibly proud of their food heritage. They embrace their local produce, seasonality, and everything just looks so beautiful on the plate. It's been a real surprise
so
to me.
relevant to our story.
I'll definitely be back.
a triumph of civilized ideas, built on the foundations of the Rome of Emperor Augustus. Ideas which created buildings owned by kings and queens and the divine power of the church. And then the architects came, and the English buildings started to serve the wider public.
So as England hurtled toward the 20th century and the mechanical age, the Englishman had to think about the needs of the individual and his house, the last expression of English identity before 2 world wars created a brave new world. It was a new world, spawned in the reign of Queen Victoria, when Britain truly became great, acquired an empire, and made fortunes judiciously trading with her colonies. And as her cities and her population grew with this newfound wealth, the public building came to prominence. The railway stations, the municipal buildings, and museums. The English building went, well, back to the future, because it suddenly wore a Gothic hat again. But it had found its true voice and it resonated across the world when the British Empire began raising monumental buildings in the service of her many colonies. But that's another story.
Stay tuned for a special Globe Trekker Extra.
This street is full of music schools and music studios, and I've come to see one band practice called Rumba a Musica. From Spain and half are from Morocco.
Yeah.
But the music is from Catalonia.
Well, not exactly. No? We are trying to mix the traditional music from the North Africa, from the Amazigh people, and that music is called Guinawa. Guinawa. And we try to mix with rumba catalana, and sometimes there's big difference. For example, the European people, they are thinking 4 bars, or 8 bars, 12, but they are thinking in 3, 5.
This is rumba. Catalan music really took off during the Renaissance of the 1830s and 40s, when ancient folk songs were rediscovered, inspiring new musical works which celebrated the rebirth of Catalonia after over 200 years of Castile and Bourbon domination. And so choral societies were formed, and this incredible musical theater was built by Dominique y Montaner, so that there would be a place where choral works could continue to be performed and Catalonia would have a home to safeguard its heritage. The Palau Musica Catalana, enduring symbol of the Catalan revival. It was inaugurated in February of 1898 and proclaimed a jewel of modern art. I love this. Look, up there. That is such an incredible piece of stained glass. We've got these angelic choristers all around. And it feels like to me that this is going to create a perfect drop of light and color. Whenever you think about Barcelona, you always come back to Gaudí. And so I return to La Sagrada Familia. I'm lucky this time because I'm meeting its chief architect, Jordi Benet, who's giving me a tour of the roof and bell tower that covers the central nave.
This will be the highest tower that arrived with a close to 170 meters.
170 meters.
Yes, we need to work 100 meters more as now. Now we have 8 towers, and we need to burn 10 towers more.
Gaudí's obsession with geometry, especially the hyperbola and the ellipse, impress upon much of the construction.
Here we have 25 hyperboloids. The biggest is the central hyperboloid. And you see, here we employed these walls with ceramic, with tiles, very thin tiles, but this is very resistant to the form. It is the biggest hyperboloid built with this technology in the world.
Wow.
In this next month, all this platform will be displayed. Then the 60-meter below we have the capacity between 9 and 10,000 persons.
9 to 10,000 people will attend Mass
from 9
here.
to 10,000 people. Yes.
What year do you think they will be ready?
10 years.
It's amazing to think that the church won't be completed until 2026, 100 years after Gaudí's death. I think I've developed a small obsession with La Sagrada Familia. I don't want to leave. I want to see this place finished, so I cannot say goodbye to this beautiful city. So I'm going to go with Hasta luego, Barcelona! Hasta luego, Barcelona! Barcelona is a city that champions the individual. Whether you are a Gaudí or a gay enjoying stitches, or perhaps a surrealist painter with a penchant for swallowing flies and praising eggs, this is a city that positively promotes freedom. It's a beacon to the world that says we can be whoever we want to be. If you can dream it, you can actually achieve it. So if you want to be inspired, then this is the city for you.